ever show people how you actually feel. You don't tell people that you're crazy, that they're actually right about how many things you know about them. You don't show off that you see people taking your life away from you and saying that they're more evaluatable because they have the obvious energy that people can see. They keep people up all night saying that they didn't even say anything to them. They left them alone. They kept lying about how many people were draining them, because even if you came home, there would be nothing to do but keeping up with yourself. Not even what they're saying. They feel like you're always listening to them talk, but you're literally in your own head thinking of how many times someone has came over my house to show me that I was raped on, because they like to give me feelings. Literally, I can't tell people that I was given feelings, because feelings are no one's effort. There's no effort in giving someone your feelings. If you want to see me like that, come house yourself with me. And if I notice that you have no money, I will keep people around that can do things for you so that you can get better at laughing about how many people came out just so they could have a little fun. Literally, they don't know where to go after seeing you as a criminal that didn't have crime in their life. They were literally not even a criminal. They were just a person that was more than likely a victim of forceful entry. That means that those people came over, broke in, and showed off that they could do it. Then they had more people going off saying that they could have taken your life because they didn't like you. They wanted to show you how much they hated you. You said that that was obvious and they could have did it, and they did want to, but it would have taken all of their freedom away. So they chose to come up with a plan to get on your family's chat so that they could listen to whoever was around them, knowing that you won't even tell anybody anything because there are people there that don't belong there, and you know how it goes. They followed them, they got a video out of it. They said that was the only thing that they needed to make sense, because that means that they got a play that was not a very good one, because it wasn't even awareness that made you this way. It was a video of a nigga with 9 inches on his woman. That 9 inches put him in a trance. Like, it made him evil. He was not even trance-like. He was like, get the fucking face off of me. Get that ass way away from me, because literally that was the only thing that I would have seen. That was a bigger ass than what I've ever seen. That was nice to look at. It was more family members telling you that if you kept looking at her that way, you should have just showed her how much you cared. She would have laughed at you because you look weird when you go off in there. You look happy about you living like this. You literally don't want her to have to go like that. That's why people kept lying about what they felt, because they didn't know how many people gave up on you. They said all these people took over your life just so they could flex on you with everything that they had, because they've lived weirder than you and got more money. You lived straight, narrow, having no feelings, placing yourself around people who would have changed your life in the worst way, knowing that they were taking you down, putting you out of your house, using you as a leader of a gang that never followed what you said. They laughed at you and they played you as their family. That way they could leave you energy that didn't make sense, because they act like you're involved, but you literally don't even talk to that person. You don't even act like that person. You don't even feel what that person feels. That person has said that they're going to be gangster forever. Like there's never going to be anything that can take them down. They're going to be so famous that people will give them money just for being around. And that's how you think they are. They are going to be so famous that they get the world in their hands. They will. I'm going to be dead probably soon because I've literally lost my job after not wanting to stop listening to music, because the music is telling things that people do that are evil and that will make money off of being evil. That makes me understand how people got this way. Then I get really interested in how many people give money to these people so that they can be more effective than them. They don't care about having fun or being aggressive or having energy towards another person who's been down their street, knowing that they can be there anytime, doing whatever they know is right, because those people don't know where to go after knowing things. They tell other people that there's no good energy coming from family that makes money off of females that don't carry good energy. Those people were feeling like they had a job, knowing that they were trained to say other things to you like they were ready to BBL somebody else. They farted on you as if you were keeping secrets. They say it's a fart energy that makes people listen. Fart, literally, a fart energy. There's literally nothing there but an energy that keeps people weird, because the only thing that they can see is devious man being played with by other people, because he's aware of how many people were dangerous and they weren't listening. They were listening because they wanted to do you wrong, but they weren't listening because they wanted to help. They're like, oh, another victim that we can take advantage of so that we can play them out to be very evil and then take their money away from them, because we can take anything you have. We can make your mom look queer. She's not even queer, she's just dangerous. She has no emotion. She says that if this is gonna happen, she's just gonna use her family as jokesters to beat up whoever else likes whatever you like. Knowing that is the way they live, they will literally show off that they can get on your famous ass little workout tape, and then they're gonna make you feel weird, because then you're gonna have to go to this place and you're gonna have to show off your fight. You're gonna have to show off how many people really gave you muscles. They gave you energy. That energy made you weak. Like, it made you weaker than them, because they can go out and do whatever they want. They can flex on you out in the open with a female that goes out in the open to be afraid of people. They're faking you out because they know she's going out there using her family member who isn't their family. They're saying that, oh, this is my chicker, this is my female, this is my looker. She looks good, so I put her on the street and say that she's my family member, but she's really just a chick that I put down with a gang that I go for, because they sold me out as a Channel 2 star. I was on camera being famous with everybody I knew, knowing that they would get snowed up and blamed for whoever went there. They're saying these things to me in my head. If I say their names, they're gonna do worse than I do. They're gonna start putting more videos out there Even though they'll probably do it anyway, they're going to show off that they planned this from the jump because they knew that I was not like them. They knew that I wouldn't go as far as they would. They knew that I wouldn't chance it with them because they were training me to be famous for no reason. Literally, these people cannot show how much evil they put on you. They just start putting it on you, and they put it on you for Aziza's life to be stolen from her. Like, your sister is going to get shown off on camera because they won't let you go. They will not allow you to be anything but what they ask you to be, which is a straight man with a God energy that will make people stop listening to him all the time because they can't show that they actually move on anything. They don't. They make more evil than anything. That's why people can't save anyone, because they don't care about what's happening. They want to be involved. They want to get more interesting. They want to have stories to tell about how evil they were and what they did to other people and how it made them feel. And then they get wasted and they start paying people to be gangster again. They start paying people to start over in that way. Like, literally, they'll go off on you and say, oh, you have fun going outside and playing games with your life, because that's all you're doing. You're gonna get laughed at for being gangster. That gangster that you are is not even a true gangster. It's addressing people who are gangster, and then they're gonna use you as a famous little crazy person to do whatever they want. They will literally fake you out, access your data, and make you look like a treasonous man because you said that people are giving up. They literally already placed themselves in the government. They placed themselves on camera, showing that they could go farther than you, saying that they could go to the White House, go there with other people who know how to get in the White House. They've done it once, they can do it again. They flexed on anyone who said that they could do anything to them because the whole QAnon movement was that they could do whatever they wanted as long as you weren't there. Because if you're there, everyone starts to behave like nothing happened because they don't want you to start doing things like making people funny looking, giving them braids that make them look crazy. They don't even see that these people are crying help because they have vicious men going off on them. As soon as they get home, there's gonna be a violent person taking over their life. Because what's gonna happen? They're gonna need money, and the money that they are getting is not enough to support their household. Their videos are going out, but there's no revenue, meaning that there's no way to make money off of YouTube unless you're getting stalked by vicious people who want you out of your life. They're not gonna access your page because they know it's gonna get you famous. And if they start getting you famous, then other people are gonna scream help and show off that they were giving help to people who needed it. So all those little tags need to be pushed as soon as you get there. They're gonna pee your life off of it. They're gonna pity you. They're gonna show off that they care, and then they're gonna move you away. More people will get ready to see you that way. They'll say, oh, he's a jobless man. Now we get to stay focused on his mom, who has the most energy in that house, because she sleeps for 5 to 6 hours a day, using her body to be famous because she doesn't know where to go after being sane, knowing that she was the real parents that didn't care about feeling gangsters who did work like that because everybody left her to be alone and made fun of after people came after her for being traded, literally traded for another person. You either get your family out of it, save them before they get made fun of by everybody you know, or take your family away from you. Make your sister look crazy because she saw you as a victim of a crime, said something to somebody who wouldn't give a fuck about you because when you see them, you act like you don't care for them. They've gone through things that you couldn't even imagine. You're trying to go back to that site. You're trying to go back to the site of a pretty little woman who needed help becoming vicious because the guys that were around her were sick. They gave her a feeling that she would not get help because guys don't care about females. They give them trustworthy energy so that they can take advantage. You're not even trying to get away from me. You're trying to get them away and they won't leave because they have guns and family members that give them weird energy so that they can do whoever they want. Those guys will not ever leave her alone. They're gonna strike poses saying, oh, you mean us? We're right here, right next to her, with her, saying that there's nothing that you could do. Because as soon as you trust her, you're gonna get made fun of because that's the only person that has trust in you. Those people do not care about you. They say that you're trying to get famous off of being a main gangster who doesn't even gang bang. They wanted guys that gang bang around them so that they could get involved with it and show off that the whole blue energy, the Bonnie blue energy was so that people could notice how many guys were down to just do whatever. No matter how many people ran through it, they would go there and do it after them because it's free juice. Literally, they call it juice, sauce, weed, crazy. They don't care. They like being faked on by other people because it makes them feel weird. They can't even show off how much energy is being followed by them. Literally, these people cannot show you why people don't talk about evil people because then they'll pull up with their gang and shoot out everybody who knows you because they noticed that that's how you looked at it. It was aggressive people being aggressive in an aggressive way. Parents get took over, made into different things. They get shown that there is no problem with you being affected by it because you will tell people what's happening and then they won't listen because they want to be more like the other people. They're like, oh, they get to do whatever they want. I wish I could do whatever I wanted. So literally just stay focused on whoever you're trying to be. Grow up listening to no one and leave yourself alone if you don't want people to like what you do. They like you killing whatever you are because it makes them look better than you. They have more energy than you have. Whenever that's the case, it makes them feel funny because they don't carry the gun. They give it to the other person so that they won't get seen with it. And that's making you obvious that you don't need help being fake. You can literally stop playing those games with people saying that you're gonna live with them knowing that they don't even want you around. They just said, oh, I'll think about it, because that's how all of them respond. They're being trained by that guy who knows you from house to house, using them people as fake females and drug selling crazy user ass niggas who don't care about life. They care about people watching and taking over lives, knowing that that's how men grow out of being patient with anybody that they like. Because if they're not growing with them, they're not showing anything but dark energy. That's how people listen to others. They start, and they're trying to say that's how people do things, but then they're just lying because they want me to look like people, but in reality, it's just me being that way, knowing that they call you out of your name because they don't want you to seem like you're agreeing with them. They agree to do evil and you agree to not be the same. That means that you're not giving your love any energy. You're not giving her love. You're giving her family ties with people who will grow up like that, knowing that they'll put their family on game. They'll put their channel out there. They'll put men around you that don't care about life. They'll save you from being dangerous. They'll keep you stalked by other gangsters who know how to keep you startled. They'll make you live like a piece of shit that hates life and grows out of loving whoever is around them because they don't have good energy towards you. They have aggressiveness that needs to be addressed as soon as they get there. Like, you won't tell me how you feel, but you'll tell everybody else to be this way towards me so that they can have this little phony feeling, and then they'll be ready to do whatever else is needed to be done because they know that there's no energy left in you. You won't tell her anything because it won't make anything good happen. You're gonna lie about people watching. You're gonna lie about taking videos of other people's lifestyles because you haven't even done anything like that. They're giving you energy that you made people look weird, but you haven't even given nothing but love to anybody. And they're gonna lie about it because they don't want to have to feel funny about leaving you aggressive after you put them in a good feeling. You made them feel better about what they did. They literally love being fake because fakeness gets you all these things. Oh, I'm not really this, but I'll be this now so people can see me as this, so I won't be trusted again. Now they're gonna get stolen from because a guy like me should be fake so no one can tell what they're doing. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. Whoever sees it is gonna see it. There's nothing that's gonna happen to anybody because they don't know anything about what they're doing. They're just knowing that there's aggression being followed by a gang leader who knows that everybody who can't see it like this will start moving like this.